pretty close to jumping off the end of that cliff. I'd had enough. It was the position that I was in, the place that I was in. It couldn't carry on like that. I couldn't carry on like that.
If it hadn't been for Partners in Recovery, and I say this with all sincerity, I wouldn't be sitting here now, I'd be dead. It's as clear as that.
I was basically a drunk, and that's all I did all day, and didn't have any direction or anything like that, and I was just about giving up. Like, I'd been, going through that for quite a long time.
I was the first client of Partners in Recovery. They will listen to you, they will help you, and they don't pass the buck. If they say they're going to do something, 9 times out of 10 it happens.
It's made a huge difference, and I think the greatest difference is the emotional support. It's, I don't mean hold my hand and blah blah blah, but together we get things done. Together we sort of brainstorm and come up with ideas, and together we work out what I want or need the most and work on that one.
Essentially, PIR's lifted me out of poverty, and the main thing, I guess, is they've removed the threat of eviction. I can get on with my life now knowing that there's this background support, and that's a big thing for me. It's just knowing that they're there.
It's about partnering with the consumer, and walking a mile in their shoes is absolutely simplistic. However, it's quite innovative in the fact that it is very patient-centred. It is about walking with the client as opposed to leading the client.
I think they're different because they seem to link you with everybody, and they go the extra mile to try and find the help you need and work with everybody as a family unit, not just the individual person.
I think it's fantastic. I can ring Shona or PR in general, just go, I need help, and they'll go, okay, what do you need help with? And this has happened. Like, Nate had 2 heart attacks earlier this year, so it was good just to be able to tell her, let her know, and then she put in place services for us that we hadn't used before.
Just good to have someone there that's got your best interests and wants to help you to recover, and I think you're the one that does the work, but they're there to sort of be there to walk beside you while you're recovering, while you're doing that for yourself.
There's been significant areas in terms of people's wellness and their recovery which were missing, and people often fell through the gaps. So the Partners in Recovery, non-clinical, but actually links a system which often is disconnected, and the big advantage of it is actually comes from the person's perspective.
Very often a lot of these people are in dire need, and PIR has just been a wonderful help in many different ways. I concentrate on that 1 hour of focused psychological help, but then the client goes out to their life, and there's so much that's lacking in many of their lives, and to know that there's a service there that I can refer to, and it is a team-based approach. They look at the individual needs, and it's a relief to me and a real support to me as a clinician.
From the consortium perspective, it pretty much covers the major life domains, I guess, of people. If you name the issue that could be touching someone who has a mental health issue, there will be someone sitting around that table who knows where to go and who to be talking to about that.
I absolutely would recommend the PIR, absolutely. It's just been so helpful. I mean, you just don't feel so alone anymore. You just, like there's someone else in there with you. And yeah, having a really good caseworker helps. We bonded, we got along great, and she's been fantastic.
And I'm very grateful for what they've done, and they're going to continue to do.